Alrighty, y'all, how you going? We have an interesting one for this video. This is a farmer that has built a 60-kilometer circuit for off-road racing on his farm. How cool is that? I mean, what is there to say? Look at this first shot of it. Really long, spectacularly intricate, lots of cool different corners and turns. It's just kind of cool, right? And it looks all Australian. I mean, you look at that landscape, look at the beautiful water right there in the distance. I mean, this is just kind of a unique setup here, if I may. So we're going to learn about it. This is from ABC Australia, so hopefully this will go through okay and be up on the channel here. Of course, they will be linked in the description down below, so you can watch the whole thing and check out their channel. Yeah, this is an interesting one. I'd like to learn about it. Let's go.
On farming.
Look at that.
To designing his very own 60-kilometer dirt racetrack.
Look at how big it is. It is like ridiculous, right? I mean, that's actually a lot of work. I mean, it looks well done. And this is not small, right? I mean, if you follow my mouse cursor, you know, it'd be a lot of work just to make a little track like this, and it'd be fun. But this is huge. How the hell do you do this?
This farmer and off-road racer is used to dealing with big projects, but hosting the Jamaica off-road racing event on his Tumby Bay property has been his greatest challenge.
I like doing everything myself, so yeah, there's not a single thing I haven't built or done.
Damn.
Including track, right down to putting the rubbish bins out, everything.
The three-day event attracted competitors from around the state and the Northern Territory.
It would be great to see more people down, like see more people from different states come down and give it a try. Ben's put a lot of effort, time into getting it all sorted out for us. It's a different track, different area. It would be great.
Yeah, we've made the trip from Alice Springs down to try this event out.
From Alice Springs. They said they made the trip down. So does that mean this is in South Australia somewhere?
Good so far.
I like it. It's
SA?
Very tight, very wet compared to what we're used to, but it's a challenge, and that's, I think, what Alex
Look at how
come
cool
down
that
for.
is.
Got to adapt and overcome. We've never really raced in rain or mud before in the Territory, so good different track conditions.
Despite some wet weather, spectators turned out to witness the first large-scale off-road event on this track.
And joined them together, done things on the fence lines and stuff to make it a 60k track, but that was really doing that for me to run the thing for practice, and then that's how the whole thing basically started, by me talking to other people at other clubs and tracks. They're saying, well, why don't you open it up? And that's how it all sort of started.
Wow. How fun would this be, right?
There's a lot of locals here, and that's good to see, and a lot of people we don't know, so that's good too. I've had a fair bit to do with it right since day one, so working with Ben to build the facility. So I've been around here for a while, and it's coming together. It's really good. It's supposed.
You know, there's something alluring about, you know, of course there's awesome, you know, off-road events. There's awesome racing tracks, you know, that are professional, right? They're planned. They're super, you know, millionaire funded. They're big deals, and those are fun. But there's something kind of fascinating about more of, I guess you could say, a homemade track, right? This guy got to come up with this cool design himself, and sounds like he really put in the work for this, and it's cool. Like, this should get some recognition, right? Maybe get some actual, you know, whatever needs to be done to make this sort of like official, because it looks like he's holding events here that look pretty legit. This deserves recognition, and I feel like it deserves, you know, some like help with events. It's almost like it's really well done, right, for being homemade, I guess, if I can use those words. And yeah, I feel like it should be enjoyed, you know.
You know, like he had to do something to get on the map, so he's turned it into a bit of a spectator sport more than it normally is. So
that's
yeah,
cool.
We're hoping for a really good crowd.
It's pretty good watching all the cars and motorbikes race around the track.
Hell yeah.
It means so much.
Looks fun. Look at that truck.
Really special for the whole area, and it's great to see everyone getting around it and coming out and supporting it.
Yeah,
and also
definitely.
other events, rally cars. And,
oh my God.
Just bike events.
It'd be so cool to see a rally event there. Some rally cars tearing around there at high speed.
And people can sort of use the facility throughout the year as well.
Damn.
The competition was
Look at
split
that
up
truck.
into
Hell
motorbike
yeah.
and car sections with a staggered start. Some of the vehicles taking part this weekend are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Well, basically we've got about 36 competitors with bikes and buggies. We have a lot of top
That's amazing.
buggies, a lot better than what I thought I'd get at my first event. So really thank you those guys for coming. So a lot of pro buggies, rush trucks, and Can-Ams and that. Plus we've got some really good motorbike riders. So there's going to be a lot of good top class riders. So basically out in front here, we've got the tracks all pretty close together here, so it's mainly built for the crowd. Most off-road racing events, you sort of start at the point and then disappear for 30, 40k and people don't see you.
Right. Yeah, he makes a good point. I feel like it's built in a way where in any of the spectator areas, it looks like you can get a view of basically the whole thing. Whereas a lot of outdoor off-road events where you're not on a traditional track, or even actually at long racetracks, it's something you don't understand on TV, because on TV you get to see it all, right? When you go to a lot of motorsports events, you don't really get to see a lot, right? They come by, they buzz by, and then if you're at certain events or certain locations, you don't see them for like a whole 2 minutes. So
it's a controlled environment.
if he has it to where you can see them in a lot of their lap, that's always a win.
We've kind of set up a marquee as well, so people can get out of the weather, the rain when it rains, and also they can watch from there because it's right at the start-finish line.
Well, good on this guy.
It's awesome to have it down here. I'll keep committing to it if he keeps doing it, for sure.
The event has been designed to become a permanent fixture on the National Off-Road Motorsport calendar.
There we go.
As a lead up to the famous Central Australian Fink Desert Race.
Idea is if I can get this up and running and then perhaps get a little committee together and then join with the Don River Dash, the Fink and the Kalgoorlie Desert Run, if we can get a committee together and see whether they would like to make it a national event. And if we could do that and get a national and bring on $1 million sponsor and get that up and running, have 4 events nationally, I think that'd be gold.
That'd be amazing. Look at that thing. Damn, I love those off-road trucks. So there is a view of it again, or at least part of it. I don't know exactly if we got like a whole shot of the whole thing, but it's really, really neat. Talk about, turning a farm into something really fun that everyone can enjoy. You just wonder, what inspired him to do this, but more so, how good that he did it, and people get to enjoy it now, and it seems to be growing. I hope this grows into, like he said, of his goal is to get on like this, be part of a real off-road circuit, with the big boys like the Fink race and some of the other desert races or whatever. That would be awesome. I mean, it looks like it deserves it. I mean, that'd be really cool. So I thought I would feature this because I wanted to learn about it, and it just kind of speaks to that narrative I have on this channel that you never know what you'll find in Australia. I think it's really, really fun, really creative people with lots of open space, and you just run into some interesting stories about the land down under. I think this is cool. That looks really fun. I would love to take a lap in that. And I could think of a lot of vehicles that would be fun to take around there. So you never know. Throw a like on there if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to be part of this amazing community. And let me know in the comments what you think of this and if you even knew about this, because I have not heard of this. Very pleasantly surprised to learn about it. We'll have to see where this goes in the coming year or two. Anywho, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. And until next time, y'all, I'll catch you later.